Hello guys, welcome back. I know I'm cutting off some of this stuff here, but I am trying to read this without letting you see 80 ads. This is over on the Daily News. WHO, the World Health Organization, to classify gaming addiction as a mental health disorder. I am not making this up. Okay. Oh no, it's the first sign of addiction. I'm sorry. Video games are an acceptable way to entertain oneself and pass time, but overindulgence could mean mental health disorder, says the World Health Organization. Okay, put down the controller and step away from the Candy Crush. The World Health Organization will classify gaming addiction I'm sorry, as an addictive behavior disorder similar to gambling disorder. I already have exception with this in its 2018 International Classification of Diseases, according to a beta draft posted on the ICD website. Please tell me this is troll news. This cannot be serious. The International Classification of Diseases contains codes as well as signs and symptoms of diseases and disorders to be used by healthcare and clinicians across the globe. The organization classifies gaming addiction as a pattern or persistent or recurring gaming behavior, which may be online or offline. That describes pretty much all of gaming. The description says the addiction may manifest by impaired control over gaming onset, frequency, intensity, duration, or context, increasing priority given to gaming, so much so that it takes precedence over aspects of daily life and continuing or escalating gameplay despite negative consequences. Now, I'm not trying to say that you should game so much you lose your job or don't go to school, but this is a little much. The symptoms normally must appear over a period of 12 months for diagnosis, though they may be diagnosed in a shorter amount of time depending on the severity. The new classification is not saying that all video game playing is a mental health disorder, but rather that excessive gaming over a period of time can lead to a diagnosis and treatment. The upcoming ICD in its 11th update will allow doctors and healthcare workers, as well as researchers and policymakers, to classify gaming addiction as mental health condition. It is not the final update approved by WHO, and the wording may be changed based on expert suggestions to the beta draft. I am going to guarantee you they are not going to ask gamers or Let's Players to help with that. Well, the ICD will be the first official place video game addiction in its manual. It has been observed as a concern for nearly 5 years. The Diagnostic and Statistical Manual of Mental Disorders, 5th edition DSM-5, listed internet gaming disorder as a condition for further study in 2013. Video game play has been constant debate over the years, with some studies saying it leads to violent behavior in real life. I think it's bull. The American Psychological Association said in a 2015 policy statement that there is a demonstrated link between violent game use and aggressive behavior, while others say video games are beneficial as a stress reliever and cognitive booster for memory, but as with everything, moderation, is key. I think what they're doing is they're stigmatizing video game playing. And honestly, people who do need help because they have a serious condition like, say, depression or anxiety disorder or something else that are using video games as a coping mechanism may have their coping mechanism taken away. And maybe that is not the very best idea. Obviously, I'm not a psychiatrist, psychologist, or therapist. But, you know, who draws the line? Who says what is excessive video game playing? Like, for example, if you are a Let's Player or you run a YouTube channel, you're going to play a lot more than a casual gamer. And some people like to play all day, and some people don't play at all. They just like to watch other people. So, It sounds funny at first, but my main concern is you're going to see people having jump reaction. It's going to become like a Chatronic video where, you know, parents won't let kids game at all, or adults will be being taken to mental health because, you know, they were playing Grand Theft Auto or something. I think it's a case of where the normies just don't understand gaming. You either like to game or you don't. Honestly, it comes down to that. And if you don't like video games, any amount of video games is too much. We all have that family member that any amount of video games is too much. They think you're wasting your time. You're wasting your time. And I really kind of see a problem with this becoming a diagnosis. I mean, gambling disorder is, you know, again, I'm not a psychiatrist, but I'm pretty sure a compulsive behavior that has an eventual reward is vastly different from video game playing, which, again, you know, yeah, if you've lost your job or you've lost your house, or you're going to because you're spending so much on microtransactions, or you are so far removed from reality, then yeah, it becomes a problem. But for a lot of people, it's just a way to cope with stress. And if they're playing for a couple hours a day, it's because they want to play for a couple hours a day, and there's nothing wrong with that. But, you know, let me know what you think below, guys. I hate to see video games stigmatized like this, because it kind of, you know, like, we don't have enough trouble on YouTube already. We have articles like this that the people that don't like video games in the first place are going to use to push back and say, well, there shouldn't be any video games on YouTube at all. That'll surely make it family friendly. I don't know. I'm paranoid like that. But give me your thoughts below. And if you like what you see, like, comment, and subscribe. I will, of course, give you a link over to this article. I just can't believe what I read online. Sometimes I probably shouldn't. Okay, guys. I will see you later. Bye-bye.